Welcome to Talks with Dr. Gupta and friends. Okay, let's take a breath, because if you've been watching the headlines this January, wow, it's 2026, and the world feels a little off its axis. It's been loud. One source called it a geopolitical psychodrama, and honestly, that feels right. Talk of invading Greenland, threats against Iran. It feels like a thriller novel being written in real time. But here's the danger. When everyone is staring at the map, they miss the quieter story. The one happening in the American wallet. And an even bigger one unfolding in the global labor market. That disconnect is why we're here today. To look past the flashing lights and focus on what actually drives outcomes. Because history shows us something uncomfortable. The boring stuff. Grocery bills, rent, birth rates. That's what really decides the future. Today we're guided by three sharp perspectives. Patrick Jenkins on election year economics, Rana Foroohar on the cracks in the global order, and Ruchir Sharma on AI and the future of work. Immediate pressure, structural failure, long-term consequences, all colliding at once. Let's start at home. The US midterms are coming. And the White House understands a basic truth. You can't eat patriotism. Foreign policy drama can dominate headlines. But it won't win votes if the cost of living still hurts. That's why we're seeing a pivot to what Jenkins calls populist money messages. Gas prices, groceries, mortgage rates, big promises, simple slogans. Some grounded in truth, others stretched. Gas prices are down, but not to $1.99 nationwide. Groceries? Actually rising at the fastest pace in 4 years. Mortgage rates are lower, but framing the worst moment as the norm is classic political theater. And then there's the headline promise, a $1,000 baby bonus that somehow becomes $100,000. The math says closer to $6,700. But "I gave your child $100,000 is a much better slogan. There are real policy ideas too. Capping credit card interest, banning Wall Street from buying homes, threatening big banks. They sound pro-worker, but they carry serious risks. Cut off credit, fuel inflation, break what little stability exists, which raises the obvious question. If all this economic pressure is real, why the obsession with Greenland? Rana Foroohar offers a blunt answer. Distraction. When domestic pressure rises, attention shifts outward. Geopolitical chaos isn't a bug. It's a feature. But her argument goes deeper. She calls Trump a bad answer to good questions. And that framing matters. Because many of the problems he points to are real. Trade wasn't fair. Corporate power went unchecked. Communities absorbed the strain. The old global order worked. Until it didn't. The real failure was pretending everything was fine when it clearly wasn't. But answers matter. Seizing Greenland isn't strategy. Threatening war without a plan destroys alliances. It's transactional foreign policy in a system that runs on trust. And that instability feeds the third anxiety, the fear that AI is about to make humans obsolete. This is where Ruchir Sharma flips the story. The real danger isn't too many robots, it's too few people. The working-age population is already shrinking in 55 countries. China, Japan, Germany. Japan's birth rate just hit its lowest point since 1899. So suddenly, robots don't look like replacements. They look like reinforcements. History backs this up. Cars killed carriage jobs and created entire industries. The internet displaced millions and created far more. Even today, Japan has the highest robot density on Earth and falling unemployment. Because they don't have enough workers, AI may be the only thing preventing stagnation. But the transition matters. Move too fast, and you repeat the China shock. Millions displaced. Political backlash explodes. So here we are, January 2026. Three anxieties define the moment. Prices. and populist theater trying to soothe them. Global order. Breaking because the old system failed too many people. And purpose. The fear we're becoming obsolete, when the truth may be the opposite. Humans are becoming scarce. So maybe the biggest risk isn't robots taking our jobs, it's that we're quietly running out of people, which puts the price of eggs and the noise of the headlines into perspective. Look past the breaking news. Ask what's actually shaping your life. That's the real story. Stay curious, stay safe, and happy new thinking.